are broken today. There is not good guidance for women. Men are broken too, but I would argue that women are much more broken than men are. And it's because we have become so dominant in the cultural conversation, which is to say that our voices must be heard first and more, or else the patriarchy. But the advice that those dominant voices are giving are backwards, and it's wrong. You are taking your clothes off for attention. Something is wrong with you on the inside. You need to fix that on the inside, okay? You have to cultivate a healthy interior life. You are never going to get anything from the exterior life that is going to be able to fulfill you on the inside. And I mean that. I hope every single person that thinks that being naked on the internet is a form of spiritual fulfillment, I hope that they find God.
All praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Ha, Kudash, double honors to our apostles and elders, which rule great millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abba babal. Alright, so as you even heard that woman say that the women of this generation are sick, right? They're mentally sick, and they're being whores, which is making them sicker. Alright? It says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And what's the portion of a sinner? It's death. And the sin that the women are making of today, the modern women, I'm dealing with the Israelite women, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women that have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. Alright, you do not have the privilege of having multiple lovers. You are supposed to be married to the man that took your virginity. Alright, they even say in the science of this world that when a man ejaculates inside a woman, even if he has a condom on, his DNA is in that woman, which alters her DNA, which changes her body. That's why when these women have multiple sex partners, they have to get hysterectomies. Their bodies start to give off odors, alright, because it's unnatural. And a woman giving orders or being dominant is completely out of order. Alright? A woman is not supposed to usurp authority over the man. Of course, she's going to be telling you everything wrong. She's not supposed to be ruling. A man is supposed to be ruling, and it's supposed to be a righteous man, not a wicked man like the so-called white man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the devil the Bible speaks of. And Eve, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian woman, they sold out and are in bed with Esau. Esau told them that they're better than men, they're equal to men, they deserve what men get, right? And now they're all mentally fucked up because they're not built like men. They're not built to have many sexual partners, which a man is made to have multiple wives, right? For regeneration, procreation. A man, he produces enough sperm to impregnate 1 million women in one shot of sperm, right? But a woman, she could only bear 1 child per year, let alone 2 if she has twins, right? Because a woman is not made to have multiple sexual partners. She's made to have one, and that man being the one that took her virginity. That's why the wickedness of women is horrible, because what they do is they're the reasons of disease. They're the reasons of wickedness in this earth, because envy came into the world through the so-called white man against the Israelite, and he took the woman of the nation of Israel and turned her against us. And it tells you that sexual sin is a sin against your own soul. It says in 1 Corinthians 6:18, flee fornication. Every sin that a man doth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. Which that word fornication goes back to idolatry. Alright? So these women, they idolize themselves. They're taught to be worshipped like idols. Right? Like they're goddesses and queens. But they're completely backwards. They're perverted. Right? And eventually they have no value after so long. And the women, hey, they're going to have to wake up to this fact. Because as we go through Jacob's trouble, the thing that is going to be required of a woman is her purity, her innocence. See? To set her apart, starting with her beauty. Because a man judges a woman first by her beauty and then by her personality. Women judge men according to their pockets, how big their bank account is, which is nothing. And they'll let a man go inside them and ejaculate in them, right? And then that woman has bodies. A lot of these women today, these modern women, they got enormous body counts. And if you have two, that's one too many. But you got women that have 200, 2,000 body counts. And you can't tell me she's not crazy. She has 200, 2,000 souls inside her. Right? However many men she's laid with, that man's spirit is upon that woman until he dies. So that's why these women, the modern women, which been deceived by the devil, the so-called white men, are fucked up. Because the so-called white man said they could be like women. I mean, women could be like men, and men could be like women, which is a bunch of confusion, which is going to lead to the death of 2/3 of the nation of Israel in America and the destruction of the oppressor, the so-called white man and his wicked asses and his wicked ass kingdom. But it will also lead to the salvation of the elect and the women that will join themselves to the elect men in righteousness. The elect of the nation of Israel will be saved. Alright, but 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be killed here in America with the heathen because of the abominations that they commit. All praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders which rule great millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abad.